Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR. Here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, May 2nd. Here we go. This is halacha, of course, about Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the Omer, is Saturday night and Sunday. And as we've explained for several days now, it's a very festive day. More things that you'll need to know. You won't say Tachnun on the day of Lag BaOmer. And now these laws will start to set in. There are now going to be a group of Jews who have completed the 33 days of sadness that we keep during this time if the students of Rabbi Akiva died during those first 33 days. Those people will now be celebrating weddings and going to concerts and having live music, etc., etc., etc. Then, of course, there are the other group of Jews who hold and have it as their custom that the sadness happened with the students of Rabbi Akiva during kind of the last 33 days of the Omer. I say kind of because it doesn't actually end on the last day, but it's approximately that. So according to those people, they will not be scheduling weddings or live concerts or music, etc., won't be playing music, etc., during these days following Lag BaOmer. So of course the question arises, what do you do if there's a clash? Like someone has a wedding on the 35th day of the Omer because they're done keeping their sad time of Omer. You're invited to one of those weddings and you're keeping the second half of Omer. Can you go to the wedding of a friend, a close friend, you're going to the wedding of a close friend. It's scheduled in the last part of Omer, but that's the part of the Omer that you keep. So you can speak to your rabbi about it. There's a lot of room for leniency here. If it's a very close friend, it's going to mean a lot to that friend that you be there, and so there probably will be room for you to speak to your rabbi and find out that it perhaps is permissible for you to go to that wedding to help be mesameach chasan v'kala, which means to help the bride and the groom have a wonderful, happy celebration day on the day of their wedding. Same kind of question comes up when let's say the driver of the carpool has finished keeping the sad 33 days of the Omer and he now wants to play music in the car, and someone objects and says, oh, I'm still keeping the sad days of Omer. Technically, the guy who drives the car is totally allowed to play music, and that's his car, and he is not keeping the sad period anymore, and no one of the other side needs to get out of the car, nor do they have the right to demand that he turns off the music. Of course, everyone should be civil in discussing this, but the bottom line is that those who play music are allowed to play music. Two roommates, one loves to play the piano and will like to get right to it now on the 34th or 33rd day of the Omer. They probably are allowed and don't have to stop just because the roommate is of that second custom. But speak to your rabbi on all these. There is definitely wiggle room for heter, for it to be lenient. Speak about your particular circumstances with your local Orthodox rabbi. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.